This summer I've set myself the goal of finally running a sub-19 minute 5k. For the last 8 years I've been running marathons and ultramarathons up to 100 miles in distance. I've gradually become a better runner, but I've never managed to go under 19 minutes for the 5k. I'm giving myself 3 months this summer to finally crack this goal, and to even come remotely close to this goal, I'm going to have to give this everything.
Here we go.
The big question is, how hard is this goal? I'm starting this challenge right after finishing Manchester Marathon in 3 hours, 19 minutes and 26 seconds. And 1 week before the marathon, I ran a 19:47 parkrun. This was my fastest parkrun since running my PB last July, where I ran a 19:01. So, can I run a sub-19 minute 5k? Probably yes, but can I do it in 3 months? I genuinely don't know. The last 9 months has been a mix of 100-mile ultramarathon training, periods of illness where I had to take 4 or 5 weeks off, and marathon-focused endurance training. My marathon performance in Manchester tells me that I have endurance, but for the last 6 months, every speed session has been a struggle. I've failed to finish sessions, my paces during sessions has been underwhelming. When I ran 19:01 last year, I was in the best shape of my life thanks to training with the club in Winchester. And since moving back to London, my solo sessions have really suffered. I'm setting this goal for exactly that reason, to give myself motivation to bring back the speed. So, there is one thing this summer that I think if I could absolutely nail, it will make this target of a sub-19 minute 5k so much more achievable. And that's if I can drop my weight and sort out my diet. When I ran Manchester Marathon a week ago, I clocked in at about 74 kilograms. Whilst that's not dramatically heavy, I know back in 2019 when I was really focusing on my diet, I got down to about 67 kilos, which is a massive difference in regards to your running weight and specifically my body fat percentage. I went for a health assessment that I got through work recently, and they said that my body fat percentage is just over 20%, which, given how much I train and run, I was pretty surprised that my body fat percentage was flagging as amber on the report they produced. But yeah, obviously I'm not overweight, but yeah, it does tell me that there's some performance benefits that I can gain from that. So really my focus over the next few months is going to be about running a bit of a calorie deficit, still eating healthy and making sure that I'm getting enough nutrition and fuel for my training, but trying to drop my weight down gradually over the summer. My initial target is going to be just to get below 70 kilograms, but it'd be great if I could get down to like the 66, 67, 68 kilos, in that kind of region. And I think if I can, whilst maintaining really solid training, that's going to be what gets me that sub-19 minute 5k. I think back in 2019, I went within a year from running a 4:01 marathon to a 3:32 marathon, and that improvement was almost entirely down to the fact that I lost nearly 10 kilos of weight in a year. Yeah, that's kind of the big focus this summer. I've still got my coach providing me with my training plan, so I know that I don't necessarily need to worry about planning out my training, and I just need to focus on doing the training that I'm set, getting my strength work done, and getting my diet sorted and trying to bring my weight down to something that's going to give me those performance benefits. But yeah, just starting to build my training back up now. So haven't yet done any speed sessions, so that'll all start next week. I had a full week off training after the marathon, and yeah, now just starting to rebuild the volume back up. But yeah, making good progress. It is good to be back out in Richmond Park, and the weather is absolutely lovely. Oh. Just starting to rebuild my training now, so this is my first longer run since Manchester Marathon, so just heading out for 75 minutes today, trying to keep it super easy. So yeah, just going to enjoy it today. So I have finally got round to upgrading my shoes. Yeah, as I mentioned in the last video, they really are. They definitely have seen better days. So ended up going for the Nike Vomero seem to be quite enjoyable for daily training shoes at the moment. And then I've got some sort of carbon plate faster shoes for my sessions for the summer. So yeah, hopefully that should sort me out now for my summer shoes. That was definitely long overdue. What a perfect Sunday run. That was lovely. Right, normal training resumes next week. Back to sessions and yeah, start focusing on those 5k times. Gonna be fun.